This is Dave with DRH Acrylic Creations. Today we're going to be doing a spiral vortex on a 12-inch round. Now, I'm going to be using all interference colors, and this time I'm going to be using a dark base. This is Colored to Go by Sherwin-Williams, and the color I've chosen is Anchors Away. It's a nice deep blue. It dries extremely dark. Putting down the pillow now. And I'll save a little bit of time and spread it out. The pouring medium that I'm going to use with all my colors are right here, and there's a link to the video that I have put together at the top. First color is Pinot Gris. This is a green interference color. Putting down a healthy amount. There is no pattern here. It's just really random. And I'm looking for almost a stained glass appearance. Next color is Shimmer. These are all TLP colors. And they're mixed 3 parts pouring medium to 1 part paint. The pigments are kind of tricky. You need to wet them before you can mix them with the pouring medium. And I use just a tiny bit of my Josonia varnish to do this, but not so much that it makes them thin. So it's kind of a trick. And our next color down is Macaw. This has a multiple color flash. It's greens, it's blues, there's a little bit of gold, and it's one of my favorite pigments to work with. All of the paints you see here today are pigments. This is Twinkle, another TLP color. TLP is produced by FluidArt.co. This is Sequins, and Sequins has lots of gold in it, but it's not the primary color. I think it's violet. I get them all confused after a while, but the result is amazing. This is Ball Gown, and this one is definitely a gold interference color. And next up is Comet. This is a red interference color, and it picks up the red when the light hits it just right. All of these interference colors do that, and some of my favorite colors to work with. Next is Velvet. Velvet is a blue interference color, and it actually I love blue, so it's probably my favorite. They're all my favorite. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up my swiping tool. This is titanium white, and it's my cell activator. Cell activator is mixed with 3 parts Australian Floetrol to 1 part paint. I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to do a spiral spin, starting from the middle and pulling out to the outside. Now, this looks like it's all white at this point. The Australian Floetrol and the paint has a tendency to sink very quickly. You can see that. It leaves behind the cells. Give it a nice soft spin and let it go for a while. And my purpose is to allow my paints to flow off of the round. Paint, generally when you get too much paint on a canvas, it's not a good thing. You'll have crazing, you'll have cracking, and it just doesn't dry correctly. I'm in a new environment. Things take much longer to dry here than the drier climate that I had down in Texas. So I'm having to get used to that fact. It's also cooler here, so it has a lot to do with it. I'm just making sure I had coverage on my sides. I'm going to continue to spin just a little bit. taking a look and see what's going on. I think I'm going to probably pick up a skewer here and do some modifications. The spiral is there, but I want to enhance it just a little bit. So I'm going to pick up the skewer and spin the canvas slowly so that I can get that spiral effect all the way up to the outside. And that skewer drags the paint through, and any line that I have there will fill in when I spin it again. Short spin now. I'm going to check it over and over again, and to make sure that I do have enough paint off, and it's looking pretty good at this point. So I think it's about time for the flyover. You can really see how the interference colors really shine through. If you're finding these videos useful, I'd invite you to drop me a like, subscribe if you haven't already done so, and ring the bell for notifications of videos that I'll put out. It's my goal to put out at least 2 per week, and I hope you're finding them useful. Thanks for being here today, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.